Welcome, welcome, welcome. What am I talking about? Hey, you guys, you will find out. Thank you for joining me at what else? Maria loves to talk. And no, Maria is not talking about perfumes. I'm not talking about candles. I'm not talking about fragrances. I have just ordered this morning some fragrances and candles from Bath and Body. So I'll have that next week. And then I think I did order a few things from Sephora. So I'll be back next weekend doing some perfume and candles. So today I'm talking about something important, something I want to say just some weird things, sad things, crazy things, unusual things been happening in the news. So this one I will title this athletes, especially football players, misbehaving, misfits, cutting up, been in the news. One of the guys I really liked, or we really liked him. Nice guy, nice looking. Remember when he started on the team, little southern, good old country boy, at least we thought. See, now he's a little bad, naughty boy. So, hey, if there's something you're interested in, get you some snacks. Let's get into it. Do not forget to click like and subscribe. If there's something that you're not interested, I understand there's a billion videos on YouTube. Get started. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with the first bad guy. I really want to call it. And if you remember my videos, I think the ones I was doing, dating app horrors or dating app gone wrongs, I think I mentioned this man here. And I don't know why, again, it takes the police detectives so long. I guess they got to, cross their T's, dot their I's. They can't just start throwing people in jail. So this young man, handsome young guy, his name is Kevin Ware Jr., former NFL player. I think this happened last year. His girlfriend came up missing. I think they had a domestic, like the previous story I was doing, they had a domestic violence. I don't know why. I shouldn't say I don't know why. I just never think I've been in that type of situation. Any of my family members that I know of been in that situation. Just been fortunate to have good, decent, respectable men, or men that knew, hey, most of my family from Louisiana, and they cray, they crazy. They don't mind getting that gumbo pop. They don't mind getting that Marie Laveau pop. They don't mind getting they 45 Colt. They will tell you. So we just been fortunate. We've just not had those kind of situations. So with this guy, Kevin Ware Jr., former NFL player, indicted on murder, tampering charges, and girlfriend death. And it was kind of sad because I was kind of hoping that the lady maybe just disappeared willingly, that she's just hiding, trying to get away from his crazy butt. So her name is Taylor Pomaski. She was last seen April the 25th in spring. I don't know why this guy's still young. I don't know why he's still not playing. Okay, so former NFL player Kevin Ware Jr. was indicted Thursday by Harris County grand jury on charges of murder and evidence tampering, specifically a corpse in connection with his girlfriend Taylor. She's been missing since 2021. So this lady's been missing since last year. Pomaski, 29, was found dead in a North Harris County ditch last December. So they did find her in December. But she had been missing since April 2021, April 25th. Ware, a former standout at Klein Oak School, played 16 games in the NFL with Washington and San Francisco, was out on bond for unrelated arrests and firearms-related charges. So he played 16 games. I don't know what that means. Is that 16 years or just he played 16 games? He didn't play long if it was 16. Okay, so he 41. So he plays, I don't know, he was living, the house they showed was a little small. I'm not going to say a little raggedy house, just a little small, simple, house, nothing fancy. Okay, so here they saying Ware, 41-year-old, Spring resident posted $23,000 bond a day after his April 1921 arrest on unrelated drug and weapons charges, according to court records. Okay, I don't know why it took them so long. And Pomaski was found early December last year, but was not identified until May. They found her in December, and you didn't identify the lady until May, so her parents is just, you know, wondering where's their child at, what happened, you know, they just, you know, in limbo. Before her remains were found, Ware was arrested in Montgomery County for violating his bond conditions. He was found in possession of drugs twice during bond in late April and in May, and did not appear for supervision during a month. So they put him away. I wouldn't say he's away. He's still waiting. He's locked up now. Okay, our next man, I thought that name sounded familiar when I heard about him on TMZ with their little messy selves. Deshaun Lynch. Deshaun Lynch. And I get him and Richard Sherman mixed up. Nice looking man. I don't want to sound like Kathy Hilton, mixing, you know, people up that, you know, everybody, you know, we all look alike. So Deshaun Lynch. Okay, I don't know if he's still playing. Okay, so he's not playing. He retired in 2019. I didn't know that. So here they saying officers okay, so Lynch, they said he stated he was not drinking and he does not do drugs, but that he stole the vehicle. So they found him in a stolen vehicle. I know this man got money. Okay, so officers found a man whom they later identified as Lynch asleep and reclining in the driver's seat with the driver's door open. Now, that's very dangerous. Per the report, Lynch, 36, was wearing only one shoe and would speak and then fall back. I'm sorry, y'all. He would speak and then he would fall back asleep several times throughout the encounter. The report states that officers observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the vehicle, his person, and his breath, along with bloodshot, watery eyes. Yeah, that sounds like alcohol, okay? Okay, sounds like alcohol. Okay, so at that point, officers asked Lynch to step out. You know what cops do? They say, step out the vehicle. But according to the report, Lynch became uncooperative, so police were unable to administer any field sobriety tests. Lynch was arrested at 7:52 a.m. and transported to City of Las Vegas jail. Okay, so then at that time, golly, they said they had to use a restraint to force a blood draw. I guess they have all that stuff on camera. A body cam video shows parts of the traffic stop in which Lynch is shown still in the driver's seat, repeatedly asking officers, "What is the problem?" Later in the video, Lynch is seen being forcibly removed from the car and placed face down on the asphalt while officers handcuff him. He's lucky with all this that's going on in the news. He is so lucky that something else didn't happen. So his bail was set at $3,381. He's out. Deshaun was not pulled over for a DUI, his attorney is saying. Boy, isn't it nice to have these high, fancy price lawyers to be on your side? I want to assume that when these guys retire, it seems like that's when stuff happened. I don't know if they're bored. You know, I don't know. They're not saying here if he's married or if he has kids. I guess, not being on a regime or agenda with his fellas, maybe it weighs on him. I don't know. So they saying here, of course, they're going to name some other things that happened. So in 2008, Lynch was accused of hitting a woman with his Porsche in Buffalo, New York, and driving away. Then they said in a separate incident in July 2012, Lynch was arrested in Oakland on suspicion of DUI. And then I saw something about in 2019, he had a shouting match with a woman over her kid or about her kid or something. So Marshawn, I'm wishing you the best. Leave that bottle alone. Get you some carrot juice, green juice, aloe vera juice. Leave that bottle alone. Okay, another NFLer, nice looking guy, Richard Sherman. Okay, and again, I thought these guys, okay, so what I'm thinking about, something happened to him last year. So Richard Sherman, this happened last year. It was something involving him and his father-in-law. The 911 was called. Richard was caught on security camera breaking into his father-in-law Raymond Moss' home. Breaking into his father-in-law home. Was he trying to see his wife or what? Okay, Raymond Moss says he armed himself with a handgun. That's the father-in-law, and he fired pepper spray when his son-in-law attempted to break into his home. Okay, so Moss says the NFL star partially broke in the door by repeatedly ramming it with his shoulder. Sherman's wife, Ashley Moss, told police he was being belligerent. Okay, and he had threatened to kill himself and drove drinking 2 bottles of liquor. Okay, so I think he got cleared of all this. Everything worked out in his favor. I don't see anything about domestic, so it's not a domestic thing. He was just drinking and maybe had, I don't know, maybe was mad about father-in-law about something. So he does have kids. So the wife has said something in the courtroom. Her name is Ashley. My kids were not harmed in the incident. He's a good person, and this is not his character. So that's good. She stood up for her husband. She, I wouldn't say defended him, but she's letting them know that he does not have that kind of history of doing that. They make a good looking couple. So now I just saw some here. The father-in-law looks the same age with Sherman. The father-in-law is a handsome older gentleman. And here's old Sherman here with them dreadlocks. I tell you, I don't know. But now I was just looking at something. A handsome couple, beautiful couple, good looking. Okay, so I just saw something where he is, I don't think he's playing this season. He's doing something with Amazon. He's going to be, I guess, at court, being an analyst or interviewing or giving his opinion. So, but he says that he's not retired. He's still young. He's still healthy. So, yeah. Look, hey, Richard, stay away from the bottle and tell your friend Marshawn also. Let's go on over to this other bad guy. And I am really, really, really disappointed in Deshaun Watson he was with the Texans. Now he's with the Browns, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really follow this stuff unless it gets really juicy. So I'm going to just tell you, I feel bad because I went on a popular radio station and another radio station defending him, and I was throwing shade, major shade at the accusers, because I was like, these are gold diggers, these are money hungry, they're just after his money. Nobody want to work these days, they just looking for a quick, payout. Everybody's clout chasing. So I read something, this is from, and I'm gonna post, it's from Defactor. And this one says, I'm going to go to the first one because that caught my eye. I didn't know it was that many women. Something is wrong with that picture. And I'm going to, on all this that I'm going to say, I'm going to put allegedly. I do not want these women lawyer, Tony Busby, coming after me. I do not want Rusty Harden, who's a very good lawyer. Y'all remember how he did poor little Anna Nicole Smith? And he also represented Joel Osteen and them. I don't want Rusty coming after me. I don't want them. And I remember Rusty when I used to work at the courthouse back in the day, coming in with these high profile people he was representing. So I don't want no trouble. Okay, so getting to here. So Watson met with at least 66 women for massages over a 17-month period. This is from New York Times. 66 women over a 17-month period. That's a lot of people that you got touching your body, massaging your body, or whatever is going. That's a lot. That you know, I've have I ever had a massage? No, I've never had a massage like at Massage Envy and those places. I have been invited to them. I have been given cards to go, and I re-gifted them, but I have not personally been, okay? Because I'm funny about people putting their hands on me or seeing my body. That's just me. Okay, so here they're saying the accusations have been frequent and startling. Deshaun Watson harassed or assaulted these massage women. I read somewhere where they don't want to be called masseuse. That's like a slur. They don't like that name, masseuse. They say he has gotten another job, signed 5 years, $230 million contract to play for the Cleveland Browns. So I was right. So he did get that big contract. Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee. Good for him. I remember when he signed up in 2017, I think he said, I remember he would do those commercials with Andre Hopkins before they sent him to, I forgot where he went, to Phoenix. But they used to do those little HEB commercials, and I just love seeing them little two guys together. So here, 17 months, so here they saying this is the new. Now when this first happened, I thought, that is really weird, because when Andre Hopkins left, that's when I believe he said that he wanted to leave. And then I heard something about he wanted to have more control, or wanted them to give, he was supposed to sit in when they picked the next, coach. And they did not include him in that meeting to pick the coach. So that really upset him. Here's one of the women that's accusing him, somebody named Ashley Solis. Now, I'm not going to be messy and lambaste these chicks, but a lot of them, most of them I saw, I just found them, to me, in a sense, to be questionable to a degree. I know they're not there for their looks, or they position has nothing to do with the looks, but I don't know. Okay, so here, this is what the people found. The 66 women are the 24 who have sued him, including 2 who filed suits within the last week. The woman said, Watson, and if you have any kids, escort them out. Okay, this is going to be, some of the stuff is going to be graphic. Escort them out. Okay, so they said that Watson, I'm just going to say he played with himself during the massage. Okay. A woman who sued but withdrew the complaint because of privacy and security concerns. 2 women who filed criminal complaints against Watson but did not sue him. At least 13 therapists who issued statements of support for Watson at the request of his lawyers and gave him messages during that period. At least 4 therapists from Genuine Touch, the massage therapy contracted with the Texans. 5 women identified by the plaintiff's lawyers during the investigation for their civil suits. At least 15 other women whose appointments with Watson were confirmed through interviews and records reviewed by the Times. In November 2020, after a friendly exchange on Instagram, Watson saw that the woman was a massage therapist. What he looks like he's doing to me, and I'm gonna say allegedly, he seems to be a little naughty pervert. He's going on these women Instagrams. Guess what he do at night, in the middle of the night? And I know he got a girlfriend, because in one of these stories, they said he has a girlfriend. I think it's this lady. She says she knows his girlfriend. And I don't know if the girlfriend got a kid, but I remember seeing a picture of him a while back with the girlfriend. A beautiful girl, look like a swimsuit model. So I don't know what's up with him and 66 women and doing all these things, and he's got a girlfriend. So here the woman saying, she told him as they struggled to work out a time, Watson told her, I'm just trying to support black businesses, and a message he repeated later. So he's telling these women, most of the women that I saw, they seem to not be black, but here in a lot of the conversation, he keeps saying, I support women-owned business. I'm just trying to support a woman business. Are you really trying to support a woman business? Are you trying to take advantage of a woman business? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, so she goes on to say, Watson regularly presented himself as an ally to business women. She said in the suit file, she said he really wanted to support black businesses. And in another occasion, she said he purchased 30 bottles of her $40 skin cleanser. Okay, that's not bad. I don't know if he gave them all to the 66 massage women. She says she knew Watson's girlfriend and indeed had one's baby set for her and her younger brother, and she wanted to be professional and respectful. It seems kind of shady, questionable on the women end, and definitely shady and questionable on his end. So here it goes on to say, most of the women he saw from massages did not sue or call the police, but even some who did not complain said Watson came looking for, you know what, cookies, a hookup, let's get jiggy with it, you know. The woman who sold bottles of cleansers to Watson had a few appointments with him during the summer 2020. Okay. Then she goes on to say that, but she said in an interview that he got fully undressed and directed her toward his groin area. While she said there was no sexual contact, she believed that he was seeking more than a professional massage. This is a dude, got a girlfriend, handsome, nice looking dude. Going back to what I said with those online dating apps, a lot of these guys that you think that wouldn't do it because they so cute, they so fine, they so handsome, they rich, they got good jobs, they be the biggest perverts. It don't be just these ugly, weird looking guys or broke guys or guys look like Igor. Okay, so Watson and his lawyers have said he was only seeking massages. The lawyer acknowledged that Watson had sexual contact with 3 of the women who have sued him, but the sexual acts took place after the massages, they said, and were initiated by the women. Are you kidding me? Okay, Rusty. Okay. Watson initiated twice. She said that he even pulled on her scrubs. One of the ladies said he begged. He basically got on his knees and begged her to, you know what, a $5,000 payment. In June 2020, Watson began frequenting a spa in a strip mall off of Interstate 45. At least a 30-minute drive from his home or work, he found it's called New You Spy on Instagram. See, I told you, this dude is up at night combing through people's Instagram pages for, I'm going to say, allegedly hook up for massages. So he contacted this woman. The owner is Dion Lewis, became a resource for Watson, or I'm going to say allegedly his wing woman, basically. And she connected him with multiple women for massages. Okay, so here she described how he tried to build up to asking the women to do things. The women are mad at this Dion woman who owned the salon because they feel like she sold them out. So here somebody is saying, and this is the last thing I'll read and I go what other athletes said. In June 2020, one woman said in her suit, Lewis drove her, and see, this is my first time reading this. Okay, a few weeks or when it first happened, the first thing came to my mind, somebody's mad at him. Somebody's doing a revenge on him because they mad he wanted to leave the Texans. And the first thing I thought, it had to be someone in the Texans, maybe in an executive role. I wasn't thinking about these women. I was thinking that this started with the executive branch. And kind of found out, it was released this week or last week, that attorney Tony Busby found out, or they're suing the Texans, that they knew about this and they tried to keep these women hush hush. Going back to my first thought, they knew about it. Long as he was playing for them, it was all good. When he started talking about he wanted to be traded, they got mad and they pretty much just sent him out to the wolves. That's my thought. Okay, so in June 2020, one woman said in her suit, Lewis drove her to a hotel to meet Watson. This is the wing woman. This is the woman who owns the salon. During which he groped her, touched her hand with his Nathan, with his Hebrew sausage. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oscar Mayer. Lewis was not in the room, but in text messages she later sent to this woman, she appeared to refer to Watson treating her employees poorly. I've been talking to Deshaun. I just told his AA off. He got it now. Lewis added in a second message, I told him he can't treat us black women any kind of way. In her deposition, Lewis denied sending these messages, though evidence in the civil suit indicates they were sent from her number. Something I read, and I'm not gonna go because it's kind of graphic, and I'll put the link up and you can read it for yourself. One of the women said something about allegedly forced her to do an act on him. I put it. And the poor woman passed out. I don't know if she hit her head or what. And she said when she passed out and she came to, she had messed up her clothes. I put it that way. She was so, I don't know, so I guess shocked, so out of it, so that he would be so nasty and disrespectful and force her to do something like that, that she lost control of her body functions. That's horrible. What if that lady would have hit her head on something and had a concussion or bust her head wide open? What about that? And I remember seeing Deshaun say something about that he's a product of a single mother, that he would never do this. His mama raised him right. Ladies, don't get fooled by these dudes. Talking about, oh, I'm a product of a single mama. I would never, my mama taught me, trained me to respect women, taught me to be revere of womanhood, to be revere of the queens, of the goddess. I would never, don't trust them. I'd rather you just not even say anything. But when you start all this, my little antenna's already going up. So I don't think I could be a lawyer. I couldn't be a lawyer that just take money, especially when I know or I feel that you're full of it. Running for mayor of Houston, Tony Busby. He's also been in the news. I remember when he was running for mayor, supposedly all of a sudden somebody broke into his house and stole his artwork. Then he had something with a woman, something happened. Look, I better say allegedly, because I don't want him coming after me, because I don't have no money for you, Tony. Something had happened with him and a woman he had met in a courtroom. I don't know if she was a legal secretary or a stenographer, but he took her back to his crib, back to his mansion. She got pissy drunk. Yeah, I said it. And started cutting up with him and terrorizing him and fighting with him and damaged some of his artwork. And I think he took her to court. And I think he won. Yeah, he won. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so let's get to something some people are saying. Contract, and her massage ladies or men only work with the Texans. So this asking these women to do relaxation massage. The massage that NFL players or athletes get is not relaxation. It's a sports medicine type of massage. That's what they're supposed to be getting. He's asking, so that right there tell you something wasn't on the up and up. Something was shady. So this is the name of, it's called massage therapy. It's a popular modality for recovery among professional athletes. Bo Stoffinger and Masako Jones, one of the 18 massage therapists who issued a statement in support of Watson, said that word of mouth referrals from their teammates are the most common way NFL players find a therapist. One NFL quarterback is saying he was in the minority of players who didn't utilize massage therapy. But he said his teammates had the same 1 or 2 massage therapists. A former player and an offensive lineman who retired in the last 5 years said he got massages Monday and Friday at his home throughout his career. His wife would get a massage after him, and sometimes teammates would come over for massages. Make a long story short, in a nutshell, most of these guys are saying that when they did massages with someone, it was at the facility. They didn't do a massage no more than 1 or 2 times a week. Nobody's talking about they had 66 different massage therapists. That, that is ridiculous. That makes no sense. Now I'm hearing that Deshaun's been suspended 8 games. After reading this and seeing this, and I've been, in support of this young man, it should be more than 8. He should be suspended for half the season, yes. And let that money go to women abuse centers, children abuse centers, but no. And I really want to see the girlfriend. I see she been hiding. I hadn't seen her. I hadn't seen her hurt his mama. She been hiding. I guess I would be hiding too. I would be shame and bashful. So hey, you guys, tell me what you think. Have you had a massage? Do you let your man get a massage? Are you in the room when he get a massage? Will you allow him to get a massage? Do you know any professional athletes in your family? What have they said about this story? So again, I want to thank you for joining me at What Else? Maria Loves to Talk. Do not forget to click like and subscribe and leave me those comments. Stay healthy, blessed, and happy. Thank you.